students, how are you? I believe you must be doing well. This year you are appearing for 10th standard examination. A very essential and a very self-boosting stage of life. Everybody must be saying you are in 10th and you should study hard. You should study continuously. Don't waste your time. It is true, but I will suggest you to study smart. Go through the contents of the chapter. Read the books, even the mathematics book, as you read any language book. That will give you the clear idea about a very small concepts. These concepts will give you the idea how to solve the questions, what is to be done and how it is to be done. Okay? So, today we will see probability. Whenever you give any examination, maybe of 10 marks or of 20 marks, you must be thinking that either you will get 10 out of 10 or less than 10. Whenever you go for any shopping, you must be feeling you will get the things as you wish or you won't get the things. Suppose if you wish to buy a shirt, then either you get a shirt as you want or you have to compromise either in color or in the style. So two possibilities are there, either you get or you don't get. See, I said these are the possibilities. These possibilities lead to probability. So, in this chapter, first we have to consider the possibilities and then we will switch over to probability. As I have said you earlier, it is a very important chapter as far as the marks are concerned. I have written that nearly 8 marks are allotted to this chapter as per the last year or 2019-20 examination pattern. Let us see what happens this year. I believe that it will go for 8 marks only. 8 marks, that means 1 mark more than the marks required for passing. So even if you do only this chapter, you will never fail. Okay? I know that nobody wishes to fail. I was just kidding. Okay? So let us move to probability. There are 2 possibilities or 2 happenings. Now in this lockdown period, you must be playing Ludo, Vyapar, Sapshidi and all that. So you know what this is. Yes, this is a dice. So when you throw a die, you get either 2 or 6 or 4 or 3. There are chances of getting 1 and either there you can get a 4 also, 5 also. Okay. So how many possibilities are there? You come across 6 possibilities when you throw a dice. On the screen, I have shown 4 types of cards. You know that what a card means. This is a playing card. In a pack of these cards, you know that there are in all 52 cards. Okay, so 13 cards of this type, 13 cards of this type, 13 cards of this, and 13. So 13 into 4, there are 52 cards. So when there are 52 cards, then there are 52 possibilities. I believe you have got the idea what the possibilities means. So here you get 2 possibilities when you have only one coin. I'm sorry, not die, only one coin. You get 6 possibilities when you throw a dice, and when you take a card from a well shuffled pack of cards, you get 52 possibilities. So this is our first thing which we should know what the possibilities are. Now suppose instead of only one set of coins, suppose I have one more set of coins. Like suppose if I go for one more set of coins. Okay, so suppose if I go for one more set of coins, then on this let me have head, and on this let me have tail. See, this is my one set, and this is my another set. What combinations will I get from this? How many possibilities I can have from this? You will easily tell me that you will have a head with head, or a head with tail. You can have a tail with head, or you can have a tail with tail. Okay, so how many possibilities are there? In all we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 possibilities. Okay, so when you have two coins, you have how many possibilities? 4. But when you have only one coin, you have only 2 possibilities. So see, I am using the word possibility and not probability. So there is a little bit difference between possibility and the probability. Let us switch over to the next thing. In this chapter, we are going to study few concepts. Now friends, these are the words which we generally use to indicate the possibility that probable, or I may go there, it is highly impossible, surely I will get the marks. Nearly, exams will be nearly in the month of October or November and all that. So these are the words which we generally use to indicate the possibilities. Or now one concept we are going to see, or rather we should know about this, that random experiment. So what is a random experiment? See, in this chapter, experiment means doing something. It is not the experiment as you see in the science. Of course, in the science also we do something and then we call it as an experiment, but it leads to each and everything like till conclusion. Okay? But in this chapter, experiment means doing something or an event. Now this random, what this word says, random, that means which is without any special motto. Okay, without any special expectation. This is the meaning of this random. Okay, a casual doing. Now random experiment leads to the same thing. Let us see what the definition is. The experiment in which all possible results are known in advance, but None of them can be predicted with certainty, and there is equal possibility for each result is known as a random experiment. Let me explain you this, what this is. The experiment in which all possible results are known. Okay, now all possible results are known. That means I will explain you using the concept of a coin. Okay, now see, when we toss a coin, possible results we know. What are those results? That there can be either head or there can be either tail. Okay, so possible results are known. When we toss a coin, we know that what are the possible results. Okay, in advance. So we know these results in advance, but none of them, see what is said, none of them can be predicted with certainty. प्रेडिक्ट करणे म्हणजे आधी सांगणे, सर्टनिटी म्हणजे नक्की सांगणे. But none of them can be predicted with certainty. But you cannot say whether it will be head or whether it will be tail. तुम्ही नक्की सांगू शकत नाही की हेड येणार आहे का tail येणार आहे. You know the results that there will be either head or there will be either tail, but you cannot say what exactly it will be, whether it will be a head or it will be a tail. So, and there is equal possibility for each result. हेड येण्याची पण तेवढीच पॉसिबिलिटी आहे आणि टेल येण्याची पण तेवढीच पॉसिबिलिटी किंवा शक्यता आहे. So what are the three things said in this definition? That we know the possible results, but we are not sure about the results what we will get, and there is equal possibility for each result known as the random. So that is called as a random experiment. See students, nobody generally asks the definition, but we should know the definition, we should know the meaning of the definition. So now the idea may be clear. What is a random experiment? That we know the possible results in advance, but we cannot predict what will be, and there are equal chances of happening of the result. So that is called as a random result, a random experiment. Okay, now let us switch over to next. Now outcome. When we do any experiment or when we perform any event, we know the outcomes. त्याच्यातनं बाहेर काय येणार आहे, त्याचा रिझल्ट काय आहे, that is called as an outcome. Okay, a result of a random experiment is known as a outcome. Okay, see, I have given you one example. In a well shuffled packet we have total 52 cards. There are 26 red cards as well as 26 black cards. Okay, now 13 cards of diamond, 13 cards of heart, 13 spade cards and 13 club cards. Okay, so in a well shuffled packet there are 52 cards, but when I go with one card, when I take one card, I don't know exactly what card it will be, but taking out one card will be called as the outcome. Okay, now let us move to next. See, this is also a very important concept when we go for finding out the probability. Equally likely outcomes or not equally likely outcomes. Okay, now equally likely outcomes. So see, when I have a die, or let us go for a coin. Suppose if I have a coin, okay, a coin has two faces. We know that either it can be head or it can be a tail. So it may be a head or it may be a tail. Okay, now equally likely outcomes means what? When I toss a coin, I will get either a head or a tail. Okay, not equally likely outcomes. But if I go for a damaged coin, if my coin is not that much good, not in a round shape or somewhere, means when I throw it, it is not coming down as it should be, or it is not laying on the ground as it should be, then I can call it is a damaged coin. Now see, when such type of damaged coin will be there, of course there are chances that either I will get head continuously, or I will get tell continuously. Okay. Now see what they are saying, equally likely outcomes and not equally likely outcomes. Let us see. If a die is made, I have written die here, but you can go for coin or any random thing. Okay. If a die is made in such a way that each number is likely to occur every time, but if a die is so formed that a particular face comes up most often, then that die is biased. In such cases, the outcome are not likely to occur equally. Okay. Now see friends, suppose if I go with a die, if I go with the dice, okay, we all of us know what the dice is. I have shown you the picture also. Okay. Now we know that how many numbers are there. Obviously there are 6 numbers written on the dice. Okay. But suppose if this dice is not made with equal surfaces or equal weight, it may tilt somewhere and you will get either this or this surface every time up. Then that die will be called as a, what it will be called? It will be called as a biased. It will be called as a biased. Okay. In that case, we won't get the outcomes in a equal manner. Okay. So that is called as not equally likely outcomes. Okay. So this is about the equally or not equally outcomes. Students, in this chapter till 5.1, this is the only thing which we have to study. I have taken few questions for you. These are the extra questions. These questions are not in the book. Let us solve this question. Okay. Suppose if I go with this question. See what this question is. How many possibilities are there in each of the following? How many possibilities? See, you are not doing probability, we are doing possibility. Okay. How many possibilities are there in each of the following? Any month of English year is to be selected. Okay. Now see, any month is to be selected. In all, we have how many months in an English year? There are 12 months. Okay. Now see, when there are 12 months. So when you are taking only 1 month out of that, how many possibilities are there? 12 possibilities. That either you will get January, or you will get February, or you will get March, or you will get June, July and all that. So if there are 12 months, then how many possibilities are there? Your answer comes out to be 12. Okay. Answers to these questions I will show you tomorrow. Please don't send the answers on the group, nor to me, nor in the group. Okay. So stay safe, study smart. We will meet tomorrow.